Hey. So I am back with another reading. So this is just gonna be what we need to know right now. The collective, which also includes me because I'm part of my own collective. So if you are here and if you resonate with this message, then that just means that you are on the exact same frequency as me. So hello, my name is Spiritual Girly Sid, and I teach people how to develop their own spiritual foundations after deconstructing from organized religion. So let's go ahead and get into it. I got my empath oracle cards and my herbal crafters tarot deck. So let's just see what the message is. Simple as that. What is it that needs to be known right now in this time? Help us decipher the energy that's playing out right now. Okay, there we go. So that was two different cards. Ooh, I love it. So number one, free spirit. Free spirit, excitement and playfulness, childlike, following joy. And number two, with brave. So warrior, facing fears, types of bravery. So along with this, with these two cards coming out together, 1 and 2, this is just like there's progression happening, right? There's movement happening, there's progression happening, especially with this free spirit card. A lot of fire. For me, fire usually signifies movement. In tarot, the wand suite is the fastest moving suite, right? Now, y'all know me, I'm teaching, so I also like to teach while I read. So what I'm paying attention to here and standing out to me is the fire. A lot of flames. So this is also reminding me of the Phoenix rising. So you are a free spirit. You are the phoenix that has risen, which means that you have been ashes, right? There has been a death. This is now the rebirth. So it's like you have freedom. This is for you to decide what you want to do. What brings you joy? Follow that. You are a free spirit. You are no longer mentally enslaved, spiritually enslaved, physically enslaved, or any of that. So now you get to write your story, right? And with bravery, it's like it is a form of bravery to live life how you want to live it. If you are a free spirit and you're living as a free spirit, you are hella brave, okay? You are very brave. That is actually one of the bravest things that a person can do. Do you know how many people are too afraid to be themselves? There are people that are even too afraid to even explore themselves to find out who they are. So now that you have, had this type of ego death, this transformation in your life, and you've risen as this free spirit, as this phoenix, be proud of yourself, okay? Because you've done something that a lot of people actually don't do. And I want to speak on this because I know people like me who we're free spirits, we never give up, we're big dreamers, okay? We often apply the way that we are and we just think, hey, everybody's like this. Everybody can face adversity this way. Everybody transforms themselves in this way. Everybody seeks to live in their truth. That's not true. It's not true. Okay? It is not true. Everybody is not like that. There are some people that are just fine doing the same things over and over and over, living the same life. There are some people that are fine like that. However, if you are a true free spirit, you're not okay like that. And you'll never feel like you're thriving unless you are showing up in this world in like a brave new way. Seriously. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards, and I do see 444 on the timer. So it's like not only are you like embodying like who you actually desire to be, like you're that it you know, I'm a girl. This is spiritual girly Sid. So it's like, if you're, you know, if you identify as a girl, boy, whatever you identify as, anything past that, like, just know you're that it person. You're that it girly. You're that it boy. You're that it they. You're that it whatever. Okay? Like, to me, I feel like knowing that you are that girl, and I'm just speaking for myself, knowing that I am that girl is like finally unlocking my X factor. Because who is to tell me that I'm not that girl? Anybody can tell me that, but that doesn't mean I believe it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some tarot cards to just elaborate on that brave and on that free spirit. And like I said, I am using my Herbal Crafters tarot deck. So we got nothing on the top or the bottom. I think we got 2 cards to pop out. And it's 1, 2, 3. So it's like, yeah, this is about progression. I feel like this is a message to let us know that there is progress happening and that progress has happened. And not only that the progress has happened, and I'm seeing the plane as confirmation, because that's definitely movement, progress, travel. Not only has progress occurred, but it's like it's been self-inflicted because of the work that you have done. Okay? This isn't just happening out of thin air. All this progress and all this movement has been occurring and is occurring because of the movement that you've been setting into motion. Okay? So we did get the 2 of Fire, which is the 2 of Wands, and number 2, the High Priestess. Love to see it. So very interesting that we also got 2 as brave. And it says warrior facing fears and types of bravery. So with the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Fire, I see there's a lot of like passionate, you even have the sun right there, like this passionate, fiery energy, right? Even with bee balm. Bees are creatures that sting, right? But not only do they sting, they also are very hard workers, right? Like the worker bee. That is probably the most common type of bee that people think about, are the worker bees that go out and they find the sweetness in life, right? They go out to these flowers, and not just sweetness, of course, but they go, flowers just a metaphor. So they go out to these flowers, they find these flowers, and they get the nutrients that they need. They take it back and they transform it into honey. They transform it into nutrients. So for me, this is all about like taking the joys, taking the freeness, taking the healing energy of fire, of transformation, and allowing it to expand your horizon. Okay? And to use that expanded horizon in order to be brave and keep taking the steps that your intuition and your spirit is guiding you to take. Okay? So with mugwort here, with the High Priestess, mugwort is a plant, is a herb that people use to have visions, to connect with their intuition. Some people sleep with the smoke or sleep with it in a pack in order to increase their dreams. So it's like the dream, the vision is here. Okay, the plan is here. All you have to do is literally keep being brave enough to keep stepping down that path of embodying your freest self. See, people like to say highest self. I get it. But for me, it's all about embodying my freest self. And I love that word free, because if you're anything like me, listen, there is nothing like freedom. Okay? Nothing like freedom. So it's all about embodying your freest self, and that is exactly what you're doing right now. So if you want to actually work with me, you can sign up for a DIY tarot reading with me, which is like a reading / tutoring session. So it's like those things combined together if you are trying to increase your tarot knowledge. And then you can also check out my enchanted vision boards, which are like a creative artsy way to gain energy healing. So yeah, peace out, bye, and follow me for more spiritual girly type ish. Yes.